your weekly shot of Gen AI news.
Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going to be looking at some really fascinating AI advancements and innovations.
It's amazing how quickly things are changing, right?
Yeah, it's crazy, right? I mean, you're probably already seeing how AI is kind of changing things, just
Right.
in your everyday life.
Absolutely.
But today we're going to kind of uncover the nuances and really get into how AI is transforming programming, real-time translation, and even just how we get our news.
It's going to be fascinating to unpack all that.
Yeah, so let's jump right in.
Okay.
One of the biggest things we've been seeing is, all the stuff about AI and coding and how it's really changing things up.
Yeah.
So, imagine a future where anyone, could create software just by using simple everyday language.
Yeah, like plain English.
Yeah, no more complex code.
Right. And that's really the goal with these large language models, the LLMs.
Right.
Think of them as like this highly sophisticated AI that can understand your instructions and then translate that into actual code.
So instead of me having to learn Python or JavaScript or whatever, I can just tell the AI what I want to build.
Exactly. But there's a new skill emerging that we call prompt engineering. And this is all about like learning how to give the AI like really precise instructions.
Ah, okay.
These prompts to get that outcome you want.
So there's still a little bit of a learning curve.
There is, because even slight variations in your prompts can lead to like drastically different results from the AI.
Oh, wow.
And, things change depending on the AI model and even the version you're using.
Oh, geez. So you really do have to stay up to date.
You do. And even with these advancements, it's important to remember that human expertise in programming is still super essential.
Right.
Especially for those like critical systems, we still need that human oversight and innovation to make sure things are built safely and effectively.
Yeah, that's a really good point, especially when you're talking about things like, self-driving cars and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we still need humans in the loop, even with these super powerful AI tools. Now let's switch gears a little bit to something else that AI is really shaking up. Real-time translation.
Right.
DeepL, that company known for their like high-quality translations.
Yeah, they're really good.
They just launched a live voice-to-text translation service.
Yeah.
And it covers like a ton of languages.
Yeah, they've got 13 source languages and 33 target languages.
Wow.
All translated in real time. And, it's designed specifically for meetings and video calls. And, they've even integrated it with Microsoft Teams for a seamless experience.
That's incredible. So I'm in a meeting with somebody, over in Europe, and they're speaking French, and I'm hearing them in English in real time.
Yes.
That's amazing.
No game changer.
But I have to ask about privacy, because I know a lot of people are concerned about, their voice data being stored
It's a valid concern.
or used without consent.
Yeah, but DeepL, they've taken steps to address that. So all that voice processing happens on their servers, but the data isn't stored or used for training their AI.
Okay, so they're basically just translating on the fly without keeping any records of what's being said.
Yeah.
That's good. That's reassuring. Okay, so let's move on to how AI is changing how we get our news.
Okay.
There's this brand new app called Particle, and it's really making waves with its AI-powered approach to news.
What's so interesting about Particle is that it goes beyond just delivering the news, right? It helps you understand the news.
Oh, that's clear.
With things like multiple reading modes and viewpoint analysis. And they even have this AI chatbot that you can interact with.
Wait, a chatbot for news?
Yeah, so you can like explore different perspectives and dive deeper into the issues.
So say like I'm reading an article and I come across something I don't understand. I can ask the chatbot to kind of break it down for me.
Yeah, it's like having a personal news assistant at your fingertips.
Oh, wow. So it's not just summarizing the news, it's actually helping me comprehend and analyze it.
Exactly, and it's all powered by AI.
But they also have human editors, right?
Yes, they combine that AI technology with human editors to ensure accuracy and maintain high standard for content delivery.
That's a really interesting blend of AI and human expertise. Now let's shift gears again and talk about a company called Mach9. They're using AI in a completely different way.
Right.
They're actually transforming these LiDAR scans into really detailed engineering models.
Yeah, this is huge for infrastructure providers. Like, think about bridges, roads, and power lines.
Right, those critical things.
Yeah, those critical systems that need constant assessment and maintenance, and Mach9's technology allows them to do this way faster and more efficiently than ever before.
So instead of sending people out to manually inspect these like massive structures,
Right.
they're using AI to analyze data captured by these LiDAR scans.
Right. And their digital surveyor software is amazing. It can automatically identify infrastructure features in LiDAR scans in under 10 minutes per mile.
That's got to save a ton of time and effort.
Oh, yeah. Compared to those manual processes, it's a huge leap forward.
Absolutely. Okay, so now let's talk about OpenAI, the company behind the groundbreaking GPT language model.
Yes, everyone's talking about them.
They just released their new Orion model, but there's been some talk about their progress slowing down a bit.
Yeah, initial tests show that the improvements in Orion are smaller compared to earlier upgrades, particularly when it comes to coding. So it seems they might be hitting some limitations with their current training methods and data sets.
So what are they doing to address this?
Well, they've created this new foundations team, and they're dedicated to overcoming these challenges.
Okay.
They're exploring new strategies, including using something called synthetic data,
Oh, that's interesting.
which is generated by AI models.
Wait, so they're creating training data from scratch using AI.
Yeah, it's a novel approach that could potentially unlock these new levels of performance.
That is fascinating. So it sounds like the world of AI is constantly evolving with these new advancements and challenges popping up all the time.
Absolutely. And as these models become more sophisticated and influential, it raises some important questions about the future of AI development.
Yeah, it really does. And that's a conversation that needs to continue.
Yeah, it really makes you think, about the potential impact on all sorts of industries as AI gets more and more sophisticated.
Yeah.
There's so much excitement about, how AI can solve all these complex problems and make life easier.
Right.
But, we also have to kind of think about the potential downsides.
Yeah, that's a really good point. It's kind of like a double-edged sword, right?
Yeah.
Like take the example of, these LLMs changing how we code.
Right.
It's amazing to think, how much easier it could become for people who don't have that traditional coding background to develop software.
Absolutely.
But it also raises those questions about the future of programming jobs.
Yeah.
Will AI make programmers more efficient and productive, or will it completely replace them?
It's a big question.
It is. And it's not just limited to programming, right? We're seeing similar things, across a lot of industries as AI becomes, more a part of our daily lives.
Yeah, think about real-time translation.
Right.
DeepL's new service has the potential to, break down language barriers and completely revolutionize how we communicate globally.
Yeah.
But it also makes you wonder about the role of human translators in the future.
Right. Will we always need that, nuance and cultural understanding that human translators bring to the table?
Right.
Or will AI eventually be able to handle all of that?
Exactly. And, then there's the impact on how we consume news.
Yeah.
Particle's approach of combining AI and human editors, I think that's a really interesting example of how we might navigate this new landscape.
Yeah.
Because it kind of acknowledges that you can't trust AI alone to deliver accurate and unbiased news.
Right. It seems like that human element is still so crucial, especially when it comes to, things like fact checking and providing context and just making sure that different perspectives are represented.
Totally.
So will AI, will these tools mainly just augment the work of journalists?
Right.
Freeing them up to do, more in-depth reporting and analysis?
Exactly.
Or will AI eventually, automate large parts of the news production process?
Yeah, it's hard to say for sure.
Yeah.
But it's clear that AI is already having a big impact on, how we consume and engage with news.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's not forget about Mach 9
Yeah.
and how they're using AI to, transform those LiDAR scans into these detailed engineering models.
Right.
It's a great example of how AI can solve, real world problems and improve efficiency in industries like infrastructure management.
Yeah, their digital surveyor software is mind-blowing.
Yeah.
The speed at which it can identify infrastructure features has the potential to really revolutionize how we maintain and upgrade those critical systems.
I mean, imagine a world where infrastructure inspections are automated, right?
Right.
Minimizing the risk of human error and allowing for faster response times to potential problems.
Yeah, that would be incredible.
It's a pretty compelling vision.
It is, but it also brings us back to, those questions about potential job displacement.
Right.
As AI continues to advance, we have to think carefully about, its impact on the workforce.
Yeah.
And make sure people have the skills they need to thrive in a job market that's changing so rapidly.
So it's all about, finding that balance between harnessing the power of AI and also protecting the interests of human workers.
Absolutely.
It's a tough balancing act.
It is. Okay, so let's go back to OpenAI for a second and their efforts to address that slowing pace of advancements in their language models.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see them, kind of grappling with those limitations of current AI training methods
right.
and exploring, all these new avenues.
Like synthetic data.
Yeah, that's particularly intriguing.
It is.
Creating training data from scratch using AI, that could be a real game changer when it comes to performance.
Yeah, it seems like it could really unlock new levels of AI capability, but it also makes you wonder about like the reliability of that data.
Exactly, and the potential biases.
Yeah, if the synthetic data itself is biased, it could perpetuate those biases in the AI models trained on it.
Right, it's like every step forward comes with new challenges to consider.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's the nature of progress, especially when we're dealing with a technology as powerful and transformative as AI.
Yeah.
It's clear that AI is here to stay.
It is.
And it's going to continue to shape our world in some
Right.
pretty profound ways.
Absolutely.
And it's up to all of us to figure out how to use it responsibly and ethically, maximizing its benefits while mitigating its downsides.
It's a crucial point. The future of AI is not predetermined.
Right.
It's a future that we're actively creating right now with every choice we make
With every line of code we write.
and every ethical consideration we embrace.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, it really is a fascinating, complex landscape that we're kind of trying to navigate here, right? As AI keeps evolving. One of the biggest things that I keep thinking about is, are we making sure that these powerful technologies are being developed and used responsibly,
Right.
like for the benefit of everyone, not just, a select few?
That's a really critical point, and it kind of leads to this thought-provoking question, for everyone listening.
Yeah.
As AI gets more and more sophisticated, will it actually democratize access to information and technology? Like, will it level the playing field and empower individuals in ways that we can't even imagine yet?
Or will it, kind of go the other way?
Right.
Could these advancements create new challenges and inequalities
Yeah.
that actually exacerbate the divides that already exist?
Yeah, these are big questions, and there are no easy answers.
Not at all.
But it's the conversation that we need to be having as we, move forward and kind of shape the future of AI
Absolutely.
and, its impact on the world. Think about all the potential implications for different sectors. Healthcare, education, finance, transportation. I mean, AI could revolutionize how we deliver services.
Yeah. How we solve problems, how we create opportunities.
Right.
But it's crucial to make sure that everyone benefits from these advancements.
Absolutely, not just a select few.
Exactly. It's like we're standing at a crossroads, right?
Yeah.
We have this potential to harness this power of AI for good, to create, a more equitable and prosperous future for all.
Right.
But we also have this responsibility to be mindful of the risks and the challenges and to make sure that it's used ethically and responsibly.
And that responsibility falls on all of us, right? Like developers,
Everyone.
policymakers, business leaders, educators, and everyday citizens.
Yeah, we all have a role to play in shaping the future of AI.
It really is a collaborative effort.
It is.
And the choices we make today will determine, what that future looks like.
Absolutely.
So as we wrap up this deep dive today, we really want to encourage you to keep exploring, questioning, and engaging with this world of AI.
Yeah, stay informed, stay
Agree.
curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay engaged because
Yeah.
the more we understand AI, the better equipped we'll be to, navigate these opportunities and challenges that are ahead of us.
Absolutely well said.
Thanks for joining us.
It's been a pleasure.
I. Espresso. I. Espresso. I. Espresso. Your weekly shot of Gen AI news.